Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, yeah. Super fly for the dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, but the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you wanna stuff for. Money, that machine. The Ferragamo stove. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matte black, liquor clean. Dead presents in and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Pictures thinner than a pantyhose.
Go over here and empty your pockets. I don't do that. You're my prisoner. You do what I tell you. Get over here. He's gonna get this.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
Honorable C notes.
Yeah.
Buddha bless his spirit.
Chill. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Cats and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't skid. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Pocket splitters. Don't think I'm ready. You got that swag. You got that salt, then sell it. Free mind. Cash them out, we bailin'. Saw my teacher, I was the same student fella. Now I got a lawyer, straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element, out my element. My the same, don't need no clout, no fame. Bought the game, all brand new chain. Ice, swerve the lane, call the group the gang. Whip that thing, whip it, this shit give me. Ooh, yeah. Them boys fool you trying to do it, bring the. Don't want no, they pull up with they. It's times three, that's how it go. Park $1 million at the. We gon' make 'em eat that until we go. Eat it up. Rich straight to the top floor. More PJs and PJs. Rich like water, go to Cabo. Splash. Cash in the walls, hollow. Cash. Your money too small, micro. Hunch up on the call, gotta. Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Cats and goals. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't skid. Splash. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about posting up on the ground. Man, the leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
Ice the game, had to ice the game. So much ice, too much, had to ice the lane. Freeze the dust, freeze, had to freeze the lane. Freeze, camera phone, turn your lights off. We been on. Came from my block and growed up, guess I'm homegrown, well known. Chanel is my cologne. I put my wrist inside the freezer, came out froze. Put my heart inside and only God knows. God knows. Yeah, the clinics, but that baby bite this nose. I bite this nose.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Superstars out. Hey. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Tax. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground, man. The leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Think about post now on the ground, man. The leader. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. All set. Race with the stars out. Not a boarded house. Get deported out. Moved out for a shot. Marvin the Martian. I'ma put your brain up for auction. Proceed with caution. Skeleton AP is frosted. I sit back and read the offense. Was it did it the faucets? Chanel bag is ostrich. Stay down, come up in the process. Private jet, yeah. The same diamond milk, yeah. I'ma keep the on welfare. The pink stone real. Bling bling blow, yeah. Bling bling, mama got style.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the 1st half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jamie Collins in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go. Jackson from the shotgun. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Joe Schobert. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. First carry for Nick Chubb. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed. Plenty of open field to get after that.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now Mayfield. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
After the interception, here's Jackson, buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Christian Kirksey able to run him down for a loss of a yard. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 30, 20, 10, 5, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Collins. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play action. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up 4th.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Slow.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Detroit!
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with the football to begin. Mayfield on play action. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. There goes Duke Johnson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
To the right side and complete to Hurst. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
No, check, Patriot!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First catch of the game for Crabtree. It's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Detroit!
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 53 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run the counter with Collins. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
On 2nd down, Jackson forced out to his left. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They've bbeen denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The sneak doesn't quite get him there. He gets 2. Now it's 4th and a yard. They'll try and sneak it here. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Out of his end zone, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Slow. Ready. Flag 32. Flag 32. Z.
3rd and 2, now Taylor. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check, Patriot! Watch it now, Barney!
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
No. Check, Patriot!
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. In the face.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Banks. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Banks. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the toss, here's Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Now let's go!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Ravens taking the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put your...
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Larry Ogunjobi coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. So we have reached... And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they start the second half with Johnson. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage, and they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time, but the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to the ground. This time it's high. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Set. 319. 319.
Second down, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Hot.
From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jackson going to throw again. Being chased out left. It's caught left side by John Brown. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Lucky 56.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson drops it underneath for Collins. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Jackson, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
And Jackson throwing once more. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They go play action with Jackson out to his left. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Now Taylor back into his end zone. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Green, 39! Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
Mayfield on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mayfield to throw it this time. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
Watch him now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Detroit.
From the red zone now, Mayfield dumping it off for Johnson. And it's stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Here we go.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Carlos Carlos Hyde, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Jackson on first down. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. On first and 10, it's Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now Jackson on second down. Dancing to his left. Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Watch it now, Barney!
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on third down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Now let's go!
Fourth down, here's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20. 7 yards on the play. And it's a second down. Jackson forced out to his left. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And it's up and good. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield underneath for Johnson. Got some real estate inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down.
Now let's go.
Handoff comes to Hyde. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
The Ravens on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Play action. Now Jackson being chased out left. He uncorks it for Snead. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Following the interception, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but